Hey there everyone, I'm Dresden and welcome back to another video on this channel. It's been a while since we've had a video on this channel. And that is because, I gotta put these back in the freezer. I had to reset my phone. And so I recorded things for what we're going over today. And when I had to reset my phone because my SIM card was broken, I lost all the footage for both of those tanks. So this is kind of just going to be a quick rundown of what we've got going on, what you guys have been missing out on, and hopefully we're going to be able to actually get back into the swing of YouTubing because I'm done with high school. My last day of school was last Friday when I'm recording this. I have not officially graduated. I haven't had my graduation ceremony, but I've pretty much graduated high school. So moving on to bigger and better things, but that means that I have more time for you guys. Which is great. So let me flip the camera around and we'll get talking. But before I do that, I wanted to let you guys know there's actually something big that I've been working on that is finally done. I have a podcast it's me, my buddy Sam, and my buddy Jacob, and it's called the James Radel and Stan Podcast. It is on YouTube with the video and audio, and Spotify, only the audio versions. So link to those will be in the description. Link to the YouTube will be in the description. If you go to the YouTube channel, you can find the audio or just look it up in your Spotify search bar and it shows up. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. It's basically just three friends talking about random stuff. We've talked about our experiences at Goodwill. We've talked about the war of Israel and Palestine. We've talked about band. We've talked about all kinds of stuff. So go ahead, check that out. Link in the description down below. Alright, now onto the tanks. So, as you can see, I've been doing a bit of work. First off, we'll start with this. I have a bromeliad up here. I'm trying to grow another one. I killed my first one. But next to it is a pothos plant, which is a vine plant. And I actually have one in there, and one in there, and one in there, and one in there, and one in there. And it's just a vining plant that you can kind of put in. I've put it in like these little plant cups. You can't really tell in this one. Actually, I didn't in this one. But I have these leftover plant cups from like these plants, which by the way, I have some plants I need to plant. And I kind of just have been sitting them in those. As you can see back there, they shoot their roots out into the water, grow. It's great. What else have I done? There's a bed of fish in here. A very pretty male. He's sitting right there right now. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, he's chilling in there. This tank is pretty much the same. This tank needs a little remodeling work. I'm gonna buy a piece of wood, some new rocks, and some new plants for that one soon, as well as some new gravel, probably. That's a really pretty betta, though. It was sold to me as a female, and I mean, the light's not on in the tank, but man, is he pretty when the light is on. This tank's pretty much the same. The shrimp are still breeding. As you can see, there's a shrimp there. They're all over the place. There's another one. No, that's just a piece of wood. There's another one there. They're all over the place. We still have the original 7 neon tetras that I put in this tank when I set it up. Very cool there. This tank has my glow light tetras and 1 neon tetra, who is massive. They're all pretty big. They bully the other fish. There's also 1 baby platy in there at the moment, I believe. This tank has gotten a lot of work done, as you can tell. I just recently added this piece of wood. This was the most recent video that got corrupted off my phone. Or when I reset my phone, I lost it because my phone just wasn't working. I got this nice piece of Mopani wood a few days ago, a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. And I planted some Anubias in it. So that's been kicking. Many plants. I've moved Valsnaria into here. I have a rabbit snail right here who's trying to flip over. I actually bought him today. I have 6 Corydoras. There's a couple sitting back there. There's a, oh gosh, you can't see because of the reflection. That's a glowfish Corydora. I've got some, I believe they're emerald green Corydoras, and I have 1 like bronze Corydora in here as well. And 1 Julie Corydora, but I bought it from my job. It was stuck on the filter, but still breathing. stuck on the filter intake, so it's about to die. So I bought it today, and I don't know how it's doing. As well, we have 4 killifish. I don't know if I can find one. They're kind of all over the place. Oh, there's some longfin danios. These, there's actually 2 with like the humpback that I got from my friend. There's one that I bought, a green longfin. These are rosies. I have 3 rosies, rosy minnows, which are like feeder fish. Where's the killies? There's a killifish. Hello. Killifish are very cute, and I like them a lot. Turn sideways. Turn, so let me see you. Let me see your side. Stop chasing the Danio around, Danio. Anyway, yeah. Killifish, they're really pretty. I'm a big fan. See if I can kind of move the light. Ooh, there's 2. Yeah, I like them. I also rescued one. I rescued this guy from work. He was getting beaten up. You can still kind of tell that his fins are a little mangled and stuff, but his fins have mostly grown back. His scales have grown back. He's looking good. Yeah. And then, of course, in this tank, still got the snails, including this massive guy. Huge snail. There's him compared to my finger. Massive mystery snail. Pretty big nearite, and then Mathamalum still hanging out near the top. Now, let's get on to what you guys probably came here for. These saltwater tanks. I have 2 saltwater tanks now. Oh, look at that timing. Those lights are on a timer, and they just turned off. And they'll be back on later today. But I'm glad we got through everything before that happened. I have 2 saltwater tanks. I have a 2.5-gallon saltwater tank and a 10-gallon saltwater tank. I also have, if you look out this window with me, there's a 20-gallon fish tank sitting out there that needs to be brought in, and I might make it saltwater. I might make it freshwater. It's actually this exact tank. So, don't know what I'm going to quite do with it yet. We'll start with the 10-gallon. It's probably a little less exciting. This is the most recent tank I've set up. It used to be a freshwater tank. I converted it to saltwater. It currently has 2 polyps of zoanthid in there, behind all this gross needs cleanedness, and a hermit crab, which that is the shell I put in for it. It's somewhere around there. Trust me, I saw it this morning. The filter is actually really cool. It's got a UV in it. UV kind of kills germs and stuff. I don't fully understand what it does, but it's like a UV pond filter, kind of, but small, shrunken down to fish tank. So I got that. I got the rocks, 2 purple rocks, 1 white rock, a bunch of live sand mixed in with some organized sand. Looks pretty good. I'm a big fan of it. I got to do more with it. I might get like a goby, maybe a pistol shrimp, something like that. You guys should let me know in the comments what you want me to do with that tank. And then finally, we have this. I should have scrubbed the walls of the tanks. This is a 2.5-gallon saltwater tank with 3 zoanthids and a hermit crab. I've tried to keep Astraea snails, and my hermit crabs have killed 3 Astraea snails. There's a shell. There's a shell. Yeah. They don't do too well in there. But I'm currently waiting for these zoanthids to spread. Once I get some zoanthid spreading, I'll move them into this tank. I don't have a lid for the 2.5. I just kind of use saran wrap, which works pretty well. Ooh, I need to do a water change. What even is that stuff? I don't even know what that is. Anyway, kind of see. No, you can't. Okay, let me wipe this wall down quick. Alrighty, so I've wiped the wall down. This tank is definitely due for a water change, but that comes later. So we got a heater and filter in there. Wow, it looks really bad on camera, but we got this really pretty kind of peach colored zoanthid. We've got an orange zoanthid and then a bright yellow zoanthid back there. You can't really tell on camera how pretty they are, but they are quite nice zoanthids, especially when they're open. This one's a little less open because I just stuck my hand in the tank. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, and then on top of that, there's also a hermit crab in this tank. The same exact kind that's in this one. It's a smaller one that will get moved into this tank once these zoanthids start to spread. I do want to start like a kind of zoanthid farm in this tank. That is the goal. That's why I have so many polyps in this. I'm just waiting for them to spread. They've been in there for almost 2 months. This tank's been set up for almost 3 months now. So just kind of waiting for them to spread. But yeah, that's kind of the good old update. I will now start recording all the stuff I do again. I just kind of lost all the footage from before, and so I haven't really been keeping up with you guys because I've been a bit bummed about that. But there's a nice update. Let me flip the camera around here. So that's a nice update of all the stuff that's been going on. Also, floaters galore. You can see, oh, many floating plants, many floating plants, many floating plants. Kind of many floating plants, but they like to get stuck on the filter. Yeah, lots of floating plants in the tanks. And I'm trying to get some to grow in this tank, but it's a little slow growing. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and that bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. More videos will be coming over the summer and following whenever. I can't give you guys a certain schedule, but I'll try to do them more frequently than I have been, so that's something. Check out the podcast, link in the description. New episodes to that every Wednesday. We're using like AI generated thumbnails and stuff. We thought that would be a kind of interesting idea to play around with, and they're actually turning out pretty cool. But it's actually, you know, us talking. What's my dog Strago doing? But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, all that stuff. I said that already. And until next time, goodbye.